Chapter 1, Welcome to Cedar Ridge. The documentary begins with the haunting metallic clank of cell doors reverberating through the stark hallway, a chilling symphony of entrapment. Amidst these sounds, Alex Martinez's voice emerges, a raw and vulnerable monologue that invites listeners into his world. Walking through those gates for the first time, my heart raced with fear, he confesses, each step echoing the weight of my choices. As he navigates the unfamiliar landscape of Cedar Ridge Penitentiary, the cacophony of guards barking orders and the shuffle of footsteps remind him of his new reality. Despite the overwhelming anxiety, Alex clings to distant dreams of redemption, mingled with the heavy scent of regret. His story sets the stage for a journey of resilience, as he grapples with the shadows of his past and the flickers of hope that might just illuminate the path to change. The chapter closes, leaving an emotional echo resonating in the listener's mind. Chapter 2, A New Reality. The first day in Cedar Ridge feels like stepping into a different world for Alex. The harsh fluorescent lights illuminate a corridor lined with stark, cold walls, amplifying his sense of disorientation. As he walks, the distant shouts of guards echo off the concrete floors, a constant reminder of the strict order that governs life inside. Interactions with fellow inmates are fraught with tension, sharp glances exchanged in the dining hall and whispered conversations backstage at yard activities. Alex's instincts kick in as he grapples with the unwritten rules of survival, keeping his head down, earning respect, and finding allies in this harsh new reality. Amidst the noise of the prison, he can't shake the memories of his past. Regret clings to him like a shadow, but a flicker of hope emerges. Could he carve out a new path amid the chaos? It's a question that will haunt him throughout his journey. Chapter 3, The Everyday Life. In this chapter, we immerse ourselves in Alex's daily routine at Cedar Ridge, a world governed by its own set of rules and hierarchies. The episode opens with the clang of breakfast trays being served, the low murmur of conversations floating in the air. As Alex navigates this stark environment, we hear him sharing brief interactions with guards, their detached authority enforcing a constant reminder of his surroundings. Through Alex's eyes, we meet two fellow inmates, Mr. Thompson, the elderly sculptor who finds peace in carving wooden figures, and Malik, a young man yearning to mend ties with his estranged family. Their stories weave a tapestry of hope amidst despair, revealing the human spirit's resilience. Ambient sounds of the prison yard, including laughter, scuffles, and the buzzing of conversations, create a vivid backdrop, allowing listeners to feel the weight of incarceration contrasted with moments of connection and purpose. Chapter 4, The Power of Storytelling. In the heart of Cedar Ridge, a vibrant spark ignites through the art of storytelling, led by Gina, a passionate former journalist who runs creative writing workshops for inmates. As she introduces the transformative space for expression, the sound of pens scribbling and paper rustling fills the air. Inmates, once silenced by their circumstances, share their poetry and prose, raw reflections of their lives, dreams, and regrets. Listeners are transported into the hearts of inmates like Malik, who paints vivid pictures with words, and Mr. Thompson, whose poignant tales of bygone days resonate deeply. The episode culminates in an electrifying open mic night, where the prison's communal area transforms into a stage. Amidst palpable tension, inmates bravely unveil their souls, their voices reverberating in the air, echoing the power of vulnerability and connection. Through storytelling, they not only reclaim their identities, but also foster a sense of hope, illuminating the path toward healing and redemption. Chapter 5, Fractured Families. Inmate Alex Martinez shares intimate glimpses into the emotional toll that incarceration takes on family relationships. As the sound of the prison payphone echoes, he reflects on his conversations with his mother, her voice trembling with love and worry. Listeners hear snippets of their poignant exchanges, moments of laughter tinged with an undercurrent of anguish, as well as the crushing weight of her silent tears over the distance and time lost. We also meet Elena, Alex's younger sister, who expresses longing and frustration. Through her voice, we understand how she tries to navigate life while grappling with the absence of her brother. The episode poignantly portrays the ripple effects of incarceration, exploring the struggles faced by families on the outside, emotional turmoil, isolation, and the persistent hope of reunification. Ultimately, it's a testament to the resilient bonds of love that endure, despite the barriers of prison walls. Chapter 6: The Cycle of Incarceration. In this chapter, we delve into the challenging cycle of incarceration as Alex reflects on the factors that led him to Cedar Ridge. Through interviews with experts, listeners gain insight into the sobering statistics of recidivism. Over 70% of released inmates find themselves back behind bars within 5 years. Personal anecdotes illustrate how systemic issues, such as lack of educational opportunities and socioeconomic disparities, contribute to this cycle. We hear from fellow inmates like Malik, who candidly share their stories, revealing the choices made in desperate circumstances. The sound of a ticking clock echoes in the background, a reminder of the fleeting nature of time and the weight of past decisions. Through these narratives, we confront the harsh reality that breaking free from the cycle is a complex journey, requiring not just personal resolve but also societal support and understanding. As Alex contemplates his own future, hope and despair intertwine, creating a poignant backdrop for change. Chapter 7: Moments of Hope. In the heart of Cedar Ridge, episodes of despair are often punctuated by moments of hope. This chapter immerses listeners in the transformative rehabilitation programs that provide inmates with vital skills and the tools for rebuilding their lives. Alex joins a conflict resolution workshop, where staff members and volunteers passionately share their belief in the potential for redemption. The room hums with the sound of discussion, as inmates engage in role-playing exercises to navigate difficult conversations and learn to manage emotional responses. We hear laughter and the occasional applause, underscoring a growing bond among participants. In pre-recorded interviews, program facilitators express the significant impact these workshops can have on reducing recidivism, emphasizing that change is possible, even in the most challenging environments. As the ambient sounds of classroom activities fade, the chapter closes with the stirring realization that within the prison walls, hope can take root and flourish, suggesting brighter paths ahead. Chapter 8: Building Community. In the often isolating environment of Cedar Ridge, the importance of community cannot be overstated. This chapter focuses on the profound bonds that form among inmates, highlighting the relationships that emerge during shared hardships. We follow Alex as he participates in group activities that foster camaraderie, including sports and communal meals, where laughter and shared stories lighten the weight of incarceration. Ambient sounds fill the air: the spirited shouts during a basketball game, the clinking of trays in the dining hall, and the hum of conversations that evoke a sense of belonging amidst the bleakness. Inmate interviews reveal their perspectives on friendship and support, emphasizing how these connections provide strength and hope. They recount moments of solidarity, the simple act of listening to one another and offering encouragement during tough times. Together, they create a microcosm of humanity, where every shared experience becomes a thread in the fabric of resilience and brotherhood. Chapter 9: Conflict and Resolution. Conflict is an inevitable part of life at Cedar Ridge, often stemming from the stress and pressures of confinement. In this chapter, we explore the volatile dynamics that arise between inmates, with raw audio clips capturing heated exchanges echoing off the concrete walls. Yet, amidst this tension, we witness the transformative power of conflict resolution programs. We meet Marco, a facilitator dedicated to teaching inmates effective communication and de-escalation techniques. Through his guidance, inmates learn to confront their disputes constructively, fostering a sense of accountability and mutual respect. As inmates share their experiences, they reveal how these skills not only help resolve conflicts, but also build lasting friendships forged in adversity. The sounds of a mediation session unfold, illustrating the tension give way to understanding, and laughter replaces anger. This chapter emphasizes the importance of peacekeeping within the prison, highlighting how the journey toward resolution can lay the groundwork for personal growth and rehabilitation. Chapter 10: Facing the Past. In this poignant chapter, we enter a storytelling session led by Gina, where inmates gather to confront their past decisions and share their experiences. The air is thick with vulnerability, as each man and woman steps forward to voice their regrets, revealing the deep scars of their choices. Alex recalls the pivotal moment that led him to Cedar Ridge, his tone reflecting a mix of shame and introspection. The echoes of previous missteps resonate throughout the room, creating a powerful connection among the inmates. Listeners hear heartfelt audio clips of confessions, tears, raw emotion, and moments of self-realization. As each story unfolds, themes of forgiveness and self-acceptance emerge. In this safe space, the inmates begin to understand that facing their past is the first step toward redemption. The sound of shared breathing and gentle encouragement underscores the transformative power of storytelling, proving that vulnerability can pave the way for healing and growth. Chapter 11. Glimpses of Freedom. As Alex peers through the bars that have held him for so long, anticipation tinged with anxiety fills the air. The day of his parole hearing looms, a moment that could redefine his existence. Flashbacks transport him to moments of reckless decisions that led him to this point, juxtaposed with the strides he's made toward redemption. In a quiet corner of the prison yard, Alex confides in his fellow inmates, sharing his hopes and fears. Their camaraderie smooths the jagged edges of his anxiety. Voices echo around him, filled with encouragement, yet the weight of uncertainty lingers. Will he truly fit into a world that has moved on without him? Ambient sounds heighten the tension, the ticking clock, the distant guard's call, each tick amplifying his heartbeat. As he prepares to confront his past while embracing the unknown, the promise of freedom stands at the threshold, shimmering like a beacon of hope amidst the shadows. Chapter 12. Life after Cedar Ridge. As the gates of Cedar Ridge close behind them, former inmates confront the daunting challenges of reintegration into society. For Alex, the thrill of freedom is intertwined with anxiety as he navigates job searches, reconnects with estranged family, and faces the stigma of a criminal past. The sound of a busy city street fills the air as we hear snippets of his candid conversations with hiring managers, reflecting both hope and rejection. We also hear from Malik, who struggles to rebuild his life after serving time. His desire to reconnect with his daughter is palpable, as he seeks guidance from support groups that aid ex-inmates in finding employment and stability. Through candid narratives, we see the emotional landscape of reintegration, the joy of small victories, the pain of setbacks, and the unwavering resilience required to forge a new identity. This chapter encapsulates the reality that redemption often begins with the difficult steps of rebuilding lives. Chapter 13. Building a New Identity. In the aftermath of incarceration, former inmates embark on a profound journey to redefine themselves beyond the label of criminal. We follow Alex and others as they explore their identities, grappling with societal stigma while forging new paths. Through interviews, personal narratives reveal the struggles and triumphs of rebuilding their lives. Alex shares his pursuit of education, embracing the chance to learn and grow, while fellow ex-inmate Malik highlights his passion for community service, eager to give back and inspire change. Support systems play a crucial role in this transformation. Family, friends, and community organizations provide crucial guidance and encouragement. Amid challenges, job searching, societal rejection, hope shines through as they find purpose in unexpected places, illustrating that redemption is a journey, not a destination. These stories emphasize the power of resilience, showing that with each step forward, a new identity emerges, one that is defined not by past mistakes, but by the strength to overcome them.